Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Dea Pebrianti. I would like to tell you about regional variation. The first, mapping dialects is a well as tables part of the study of how languages change over time. The is of diachronic or historical linguistic. For example, Northumbrian and Cockney English are nearly 300 miles and many centuries apart. And the second is methods in dialectology. The first is sampling method, where based on assumptions about who representative speakers of dialects were. For example, the focus was almost exclusively on rural areas, which were regarded as conservative in the sense that they were seen to preserve older forms of the languages under investigation. And the next is data collection methodology, often used in earlier dialect geography studies, assumes the individual speakers don't have a variation in their speech. For example, if they use the word cup to talk about carbonated beverages, they never use the term soda flavor to the same thing. And the third is dialect mixture and free variation. Dialect mixture is the extent in one locality of two or more dialects grown now on one dialect and then on the other. And free variation is variation of on social significance. And the last is linguistic atlas. Linguistic atlas is a result from our growing ability to process and analyze quality of linguistic data. For example, Craig Marks work on the linguistic atlas of the Middle and South Atlantic states.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Isrina Septiana. I would like to continue about language variants. So, in this chapter, I would like to explain about linguistic variable. Linguistic variable is a linguistic item which has identifiable variants, which are the different forms which can be used in an environment. For example, you can say singing and fishing, but another variant it can pronounce like singing or fishing. So the final sound in these words may be called the linguistic variable with its two variants in singing and in singing. So the next is types of linguistic variables. In variable are the 8 variable in words like house and hospital, and T variable in bed and better. Okay, and about vowel variable, it's so many, like for example the vowel E in words like pen and man, the vowel O in words dog and coach and coffee. Okay, next is I would like to talk about variant in New York City. It's so different from England. For example, like consonant R. Okay, in New York City, they can pronounce, for example, better. Okay, but in England they can pronounce without R, and the T, it's clearly T, okay? Better, better. So it's different variant. And variant in Detroit. One Detroit study focused on the use of 3 variables, 1 phonological variable and 2 grammatical variables. Okay, 1 phonological variable and 2 grammatical variable. The phonological variable was the realization of a vowel plus a following nasal consonant as a nasal vowel. The grammatical variables were multiple, negation, which we have already mentioned, and pronominal opposition. For example, that guy, he don't care. Okay, now let's talk about indicators, markers, and stereotypes. An indicator is a linguistic variable to which little or no social import is attached. Only a linguistically trained observer is aware of indicators. Okay, and on the other hand, a marker can be quite noticeable and potent carriers of social. Okay, now how about stereotype? A stereotype need not conform to reality, rather it offers people a rough and ready categorization with all the attendant problems of such categorization. Okay, now we talk about social variation. There are some way to quantifiable factors in society. For example, social class membership, age, ethnic, and so on. Next.
Data collection analysis. To get a formal style of speech, the researcher asked the participant to do some various reading tests, like a story passage, list of words, and minimal pairs. Another critical aspect of sociolinguistics research is sampling. Finding a representative group of speakers. One of the best samples is random sampling because all of the people have an equal chance to be sampled. And in contrast, judgment sample make the researchers find out or characterize the population to be like age, gender, education, and so on. The investigation may also have a time dimension of them because people want to try or find out when the subject is a parent. Maybe the subject is came from their 20s, 40s, 16s, and so on. Qualitative studies must be statistically sound if they want to be useful. The investigator must be prepared proper statistical procedure, not only their sampling, but their treatment to the data they collect and do a lot of analysis they formulate.